Hi boys and girls, I'm Melissa and I am in my studio today and it is raining outside. And one of my favorite things to do in the rain is to sit and read a book. So today we're gonna read Animals Strike at the Zoo. This is written by Karma Wilson and the pictures are illustrated by Margaret Spangler. So before we dive into the book, let's talk about that word strike. That means when you quit going to work because you aren't happy with things happening, like you might want more money or different hours. So let's see what happens with the animals at the zoo. There's an animal strike at the zoo. It's true. The headlines are telling it all. The animals quit. That's it. We're through. Say all critters from biggest to small. We're paid only peanuts, the elephants shout, and goodness, we're bigger than that. So now they won't trumpet or lumber about. They sit in the shade looking fat. The monkeys won't monkey around anymore. You won't see us climbing again. They wallow like big monkey lumps on the floor. We want a nice pool in our pen. The leopards aren't prowling, the wolf packs aren't howling, the tigers aren't growling, the otters are scowling. Egad, the worst has come true. There's an animal strike at the zoo. The zebras are looking like horses today. They painted their stripes in, you see. We are all sick and tired of eating this hay. Our good looks do not come for free. Those silly giraffes are not any better. You won't see our necks anymore. They're knitting themselves lots of turtleneck sweaters that go from their heads to the floor. Business these days is as slow as can be. Folks go to the circus instead. Nobody wants to pay money to see the animals lying in bed. The lions aren't roaring, the eagles aren't soaring, the penguins are snoring. It's all rather boring. What can the zookeeper do? There's an animal strike at the zoo. He really is doing the best that he can. The elephants all got a raise. Instead of just peanuts, they now eat pecans, and he offered them 6-hour days. The monkeys were given a small kiddie pool, and he's feeding the zebras sweet oats. But the monkeys complain that the water is cool, and the zebras demand root beer floats. Then, in through the gate walks sweet little Sue. She just can't believe that she's here. She's always wanted to come to the zoo and she's begged for this trip for a year. But no birdies are peeping, no lizards are creeping, no bunnies are leaping. Then poor Sue starts weeping. Her heart is broken in two by the animal strike at the zoo. As tears start to streak down her cute, rosy face, the animals watch that wee child. A deep hush of sadness falls over the place. And then they go totally wild with roaring and peeping and howling and growling. All critters from biggest to small start soaring and creeping and leaping and prowling. Then little Sue laughs at them all. And all of the animals find out that day they actually like what they do. The zookeeper calls the reporters to say, "Hooray, animal strike at the zoo." But the bear at the circus won't pedal his bike. Uh-oh, he says he's on strike. That is the end. Okay, boys and girls, so I'm gonna go to my board and we are going to take a moment and talk about rhyming words. All right, so in this story, we heard lots of rhyming words, and rhyming words are words that have the same sound. So we're gonna look at two rhyming words, zoo and fat, and come up with words that rhyme with those, and then I'm gonna issue you a challenge. Okay, so let's take zoo. Zoo would rhyme with a word like to. I went to the zoo. Also, you. I went with you to the zoo. Let's try through. Okay. Through. So now we have zoo, to, you, through. Those words all rhyme because you hear that same sound. Okay, now let's look at the word fat. There are a lot of rhyme words we can use for fat. Let's just think of a couple. How about cat? We could say the fat cat. Or sat. The fat cat sat. How about mat? The fat cat sat on the mat. There's a perfect rhyming sentence for you. Okay, so your challenge now is to go on a little scavenger hunt. So I want you to do this in your house or at school or even outside in your yard or a park or something like that. You're gonna think of a rhyme word like the bed in your bedroom. How many words can you come up with that rhyme with bed? Bed, head. There's an example. Maybe you're outside and you have some swings in your backyard. Okay, so swing. What else rhymes with swing? Okay, so get some paper and a pencil and go write the rhyme words you can find and go have fun. All right, boys and girls, thank you so much for joining me with our Read Aloud Animal Strike at the Zoo today. We learned about rhyming words and you were issued a challenge to go find rhyme words around your house. So I will look forward to seeing you on the next video.
Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please tell us in the comments below and be sure to hit the subscribe button to see more. Also, follow us on Facebook and Instagram.